Hey man, what's up? What's happening? You already know who it is. If your first time tuning in, it's your boy Nephew Q with Beyond the Game, world's most dangerous sport
Yes,
show.
sir.
And before we go ahead and get into the proceeding this evening, I'm gonna introduce everybody. We got my guy Ralph C, Tampa Bay's number one fan over here. Gonna introduce yourself
Stop
real
it.
quick, man.
What's up, world? But I'm definitely not your number one fan. Stop it, please.
And then we got Hot Dog, aka the Hood Love Me Baby, down there below. Go introduce yourself, my guy.
What's up, BTG fans? It's me, boy Hot Dog. Depressing day today.
Hey, the Cowboys been eliminated. Don't be depressed about what happened
Oh
this
man.
weekend, man.
And then because this is the show for the people, created for the people, by the people. We got some people from the page on the show today. I'm gonna go introduce the first person we got. You know what I'm saying? He's a long time supporter of Beyond the Game. We got my guy Ike in the building, half Rican American. Don't say what's up to the people, man.
What up, what up, what up? It's a
And then
beautiful day.
Bucks Nation.
hold on. We ain't done yet. We got some more people. We got some more special guests on here
Let's
today.
go. Let's
So,
go.
this next guy I'm about to bring onto the show, he's also a long-time supporter of the show. He's always showing love, giving props, sharing the show, always tuning into the show. We got, but Hot Dog, this one's for you, baby. We got Mr. Andrew on the show for his today.
Fly Eagles
Oh
fly.
God, fly Eagles!
Fly
What?
Eagles fly.
More like flounder Eagles, flounder,
Oh, man.
flounder Eagles, flounder.
My
Uh,
God.
But man, Ralph, I'm glad you talking because since last Monday,
Yes,
when you
sir.
said UK was back,
Yes, sir.
y'all are 0-2.
I said we was back to the same old shit. I ain't said we
Nah,
was
that ain't
back
what you
to.
said. That ain't what you said. Now
That
y'all
ain't-
back
that
to
ain't
the
what
same
he
old
said.
shit. Now y'all back.
But,
Y'all garbage.
but yeah, man,
They are.
we got the rest of the crew who's gonna join in a little bit later on, man. They handling some things, get some things situated. So we're gonna get right into the proceedings because me and Ike feeling good today.
Man, half horse.
Me and Ike feeling good today. So, anyways, we had some great games over the weekends. So, Ralph, I'm gonna throw it over to you first, man. What was your biggest takeaway from this weekend?
I, I don't know. You had two. You had some real good games. Cleveland should have won that game. I woulda, shoulda, coulda. Baker Mayfield couldn't get it done. I feel like the Rams, they just didn't have enough defensively in that game. They could have scored some points, but they basically couldn't stop the Packers from doing what they were doing. Um, that's about it for me. Tom Brady does it again. I didn't think the Saints would beat y'all 3 times in a row. So y'all defense looked really good, and Tampa Bay's defense looked really good. So that's a good sign. But other than that, my Broncos are out, so I really don't care who wins it
First of
all.
all, I'm gonna cut you off right there because I don't even know why the hell you brought this shit up. But anyways, hot dog, man, what was your takeaway from this weekend?
For number one, Cleveland needs a new defensive coordinator because there is no way you allow Chad Henne to get 15 yards on a 3rd and 14 or whatever it was. There's just no way you allow that.
They didn't expect it, man.
I'm not happy that the Bucks won, but I will be cheering for them this upcoming Sunday because if there's one thing everybody knows about me is I hate Aaron Rodgers more than I hate the UK Wildcats.
Wow.
So I will be rooting for the Bucks this weekend. Yeah, that's all I got to say, man.
Look what we make them. I'm gonna let you go last. I know you won't cook on this, so I'm gonna let you go last on this one.
Oh, man.
Andrew, man, what was your takeaway from this weekend's games?
My biggest is Lamar Jackson needs a number one receiver.
Absolutely.
Get that man a true number one.
And a new offensive coordinator, please.
Yes.
I think so,
And
yeah.
These
That's
garbage
official.
play,
That's official.
terrible play calling. I don't know.
That's official.
Greg
That's official.
Roman need to go.
Yeah.
Easy to scheme against. I mean, you've seen it done in the playoffs 2 years straight now. Yeah, I'd say that's probably my biggest is Lamar. Of course, I think the Packers are the favorite. I'm sure that'll give me a little hate today. I'm going to roll with the Pack.
Uh-oh.
Man, then William Sweaty said until Lamar becomes a better passer, the Ravens won't get to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna address that in a little bit.
That's an issue, too.
Hey, big dog. Big dog. What was your takeaway from the weekend,
Man,
man?
shout out to Ike actually supporting his team and like Q supporting that
Thank
garbage
you,
over
hot
there.
dog. Thank you. Thank
Shout out
you,
to
hot
Ike,
dog.
man. Q, you got some garbage on, man. Your team won the biggest game in the last 15 years, and you come on this bull?
Hold on. I'm
Come
gonna let you.
on, man.
I'm gonna let you go, Ike. First, hold on. Ike, I'm gonna let you go.
Ike, I apologize, man. I just had to get that out of the way.
See,
Go ahead,
this
man.
is what happened, Ike. I rooted for them against the Saints both games, and we lost. So I said, you know what? Let me try this reverse psychology
He
shit.
really did.
Let
He
me
did.
go for the
He
second
did.
time,
Unacceptable.
He did.
and it worked out. And it worked
Hey.
out, man.
I'm glad you did it then, because it worked.
But go ahead, Ike, man. What was your takeaway from the weekend?
All right, I'll be pretty quick about it. But Saturday, I can say Lamar Jackson, he can't throw. It don't matter if he gets a number one receiver. If you're a run first quarterback, you're not gonna make it in this league. You're never gonna be that guy. The other game, the Rams, Jared Goff is trash.
Absolute garbage.
He's been
Straight
there.
trash. Listen, man.
He did have surgery,
I know.
though. He did have surgery.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing.
He's always been trash.
Yeah.
Sean McVay's made him look better than he is.
Yeah, he straight trash. Then yesterday's games, man. I know y'all was talking about the Browns giving up that long play and all that, but man, the Browns are legit.
They are.
They're going to be they're going to be a team to be a force in the next within these next few years. I mean, not saying like next year and the year after. They're going to be all right.
They're built for the future, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm not to say it's about Saturday's game, but Buffalo, man, them boys is
Tough.
That's a tough team, man.
Let me ask y'all this real quick, man. If y'all had a choice to pick between these two quarterbacks long term, who would you say is going to have the better career? Or who's going to be the better quarterback between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson? Ralph, go ahead.
For me at this point, you have to go with Josh Allen. I mean, Lamar he can run the ball. He's dynamic, and when he does get those chances to run the ball, you see what he does with it. But this is a throwing league. Josh Allen can throw the ball basically anywhere on the field. His arm strength is probably the best in the league. So by far, as of now, I would have to go with Josh Allen.
We'll bet you.
I mean, Lamar can too, but Hollywood Brown keep dropping the ball.
Nah, Lamar can't throw it everywhere on the field, man.
He can throw the ball, man. His receivers keep dropping the ball.
He can throw it.
But my thing is, man, is right now it's got to be Josh Allen just because the Bills organization is building a better team around him. I think they could go get him a better running back than who they got in the backfield. But going out and getting Stephon Diggs, that was huge. That was huge. And you went out and got him a legit number one receiver. And, I mean, I like Hollywood Brown, but he's not a legit number one receiver. Willie Snead's not a number one receiver. Dez Bryant's 5 years removed from being a number one receiver.
I mean, Snead's been in the league for a while, man. He's about at the end of his career.
Exactly. So, man, I mean, Lamar's got solid. Lamar has a great tight end in Mark Andrews. But you double him, man, he has nobody to throw the ball to, really.
Yeah, so.
What about you, Drew Downs, man? Who would you rather have going forward, Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson?
Man, I'm going to say Lamar, and let me explain to you why.
Okay.
Last year in the offseason, the Bills made a lot of critical moves to get him help, namely Stephon Diggs. They also shored up that offensive line as well to get him some protection. I'm not sure about a coordinator, but I'm pretty sure Dabo, if that's not his first year, it's his second year.
Yeah, Brian Dabo, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's his second year up there. But they got continuity, and they got a number one receiver. Give Lamar Jackson the same thing, and an offense that doesn't run first. I mean, that's the problem with the Ravens is they built the offense around Lamar Jackson instead of building the offense to develop him as a quarterback. So, yeah, right now, Josh Allen's got the upper hand, but if you would have asked this question last year, everybody would have laughed at you, and nobody would have picked Josh Allen.
I mean, he's just gotten better.
And the big difference between now and then is, back when Joe Flacco was winning playoff games to get the Super Bowl is they weren't letting these defensive players go that were all pro, Pro Bowl and all pro. They're letting these guys go left and right on the Ravens. C.J. Mosley. They, of course, Earl Thomas had his issue.
Right.
Josh Bynes went to the Bengals. I mean, they're letting these guys go left and right. Let Eric Weddle go a couple years ago. They're letting these guys go left and right. They didn't do that back when Joe Flacco was quarterback. And that's why they're very successful. Joe Flacco, in my opinion, is garbage too.
Right.
So
Joe Flunky.
They put real receiver. Anquan Bolden. Who else?
Torrey
Smith was a deep threat back then. I mean, he had legit receivers around him. and they had a legit. They kept that defense together. They're not letting them go in and out like they are now. So I mean, it's a different organization. Ozzie Newsome is not there no more, and it shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bingo.
All right, who you got long term? Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen?
Man, Josh Allen.
Thank you.
Easy. Man, the man can throw like Ralph. He can throw the ball anywhere on the field. He can throw it from end zone to end zone.
Yeah.
He can. You're right.
But and not just throw it far. He throws darts. He puts it in your hands.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Ike, because he had the biggest statistical jump in NFL history in accuracy. He went from I think 21st to 5th in accuracy. So his accuracy
he was
is
59% last year.
Yeah,
he was 56% last year to 70% this year, something like that. Is ridiculous.
Put some respect on his name, like
last year he was a run first quarterback, though, right?
What'd you say?
Last year, you would have considered him a run first quarterback, correct?
I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
He had the ability to run, and he can run, but I wouldn't.
He can still run.
You get him a
passing
number
the ball
one
more
receiver
now.
in the offseason, and look at him.
It makes a world of difference.
I was gonna say, but Andrew, you got to think about it. Last year he was a run first quarterback, but he worked on his accuracy. Now look at the Bills.
But they also got stuff on Diggs.
That's like the Ravens. If they go get maybe Chris Godwin in the offseason, yeah, that's for you two. Let's say they go get a Chris Godwin. That would make a world of difference.
I don't think that changes Lamar that much. He's still that same quarterback who's very hesitant when he's throwing the ball. He seems indecisive to me where he wants to go with the ball. So
is it Lamar Jackson or is it the play calling?
Both.
I think it's a play calling.
It has to be
a development issue.
Yeah, it's both.
It's Lamar. He can't throw, man.
He can throw though. That's why I don't want to say he can't throw, but he has to work on being a better pocket passer, man.
He can't.
And his receivers drop the ball a lot.
That's very true. You got to count that.
Even Andrews was dropping the ball.
You have to count those drops, man.
I'm not gonna say that he can't throw. Let me take it back. He can't throw good enough to be an elite quarterback.
Okay, that's fair.
At this point in his career,
that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. But you got to think. Look at all the other young quarterbacks who are elite, quote unquote, already in their third year. So I mean, Lamar's kind of behind the 8 ball as B goes back there fixing some wine. I don't know what they're doing. But anyways, until he comes back, man, my takeaways from the weekend was the Tampa Bay defense, bro. I'm pretty sure you can attest to this, bro. They were swarming. If we had that defense all season long, we would have had the number 1 seed in the NFC. But that defense yesterday was swarming. And also, again, Ike, you know this, Devin White, I think, got introduced to the NFL yesterday.
Absolutely.
We've been knowing about him, but I think he got introduced to the NFL.
Absolutely.
Hey, man.
He balled.
Listen, the next Ray Lewis, boy.
He balled.
Is that 45?
Yeah, 45.
Man,
he's everywhere.
I just need y'all to do that again this weekend. That's all I need y'all to do. Y'all can flame out in the Super Bowl. I just need y'all to keep Aaron Rodgers out of the Super Bowl. That's all I need y'all to do.
Legend says no.
Speaking of
bandwagon legends here. Go ahead.
We got bandwagon legend, as he's been called, who just came on the show today. He said he ain't got nothing to do with it. Hey, B, what was your biggest takeaway from this weekend's game?
Which one?
Go ahead, you tell us which one.
Okay, well, we can start with the Rams. Trash.
Okay.
It's not that funny, man. Daniel's not on here yet. Man.
When we get on here, I'm gonna get right back to it. I mean, Aaron Donald sit up there crying like that, just trash. They trash.
He put a lot into it, man.
Man, what you think? These other players don't put a lot into it?
But they may not be as invested as Donald is, man. Like winning matters to him. That's all that showed to me.
So what? So winning don't matter to Jalen Ramsey?
I ain't not saying it doesn't.
Man, he got cooked, boy. He got cooked.
Aaron Donald was trying because he knew who his quarterback was, and he knew he ain't gonna never be no further than where he was.
That's true, Q.
He didn't get out of there.
At the end of the day, what that showed me about the Rams is that they got to make some changes. That the defense, that's the number 1 defense. That was the number 1 defense.
Well, they just lost their defensive coordinator today to the Chargers.
I'm just saying that was the number 1 defense. They got tore up.
I don't know about. Yeah, I'm with you, Legend. I don't know about it.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
So
they didn't look like number one defense to me. Looked like the Buccaneers yesterday.
yeah,
No
Watch yourself.
now the Tampa Bay game, the defense is what won that game. It had nothing to do with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
It had nothing to Tom Brady. I think he threw for $199. What did he throw for, Q? I know you know.
199, 2 touchdowns, and should have been 2 interceptions.
No,
He managed the game.
But
He's
$1.99.
43 years old. He managed the game. I think any quarterback could have done what he did. He didn't do anything spectacular. It was a defense. Bottom line is they didn't take care of the ball. He took care of the ball.
They won.
Drew Brees. And you can't put it all on Drew. You got guys that didn't catch the football, fumbling the ball.
Michael Thomas, 0. Don't know.
I mean, but to Tampa Bay's credit of what they did, if you watch that game closely, they forced Drew Brees to do things that he normally does not do.
That he can't do anymore.
He normally will work the middle of the field. They took that away from him.
They took it away from him.
And made him throw outside the numbers.
Absolutely.
And he can't do that anymore. He can't do that anymore.
Absolutely.
So credit to Tampa Bay's defense in terms of what they did, because they're the ones who won that game. I mean, that's all you can really say on that. The Baltimore game, Lamar need help. He's got to have receivers now. I mean, the question that you all asked, who's a better quarterback? I mean, it's clearly Josh Allen. I mean, he can make every throw. I'm not saying Lamar can't make the throws, but I'm gonna trust Josh Allen to make those throws before I trust, Lamar Jackson to make those throws. But Lamar's dangerous because he can run, but so can Josh Allen. So he can't run like Lamar,
right.
But he can still he still got wheels on him. 6'5", can throw the ball. I mean, plus their defense is coming together. It's gonna, Buffalo's gonna be a team to reckon with.
You'll see Sunday.
Defense,
right? You're gonna see Sunday.
You'll see Sunday.
Yep.
Oh, well, I mean, the only way Buffalo. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, in all seriousness, that's gonna be a very, very good game. Period. Mm-hmm. Period. I mean, you know me, I'm a Mahomes guy, but hell, we don't even know if he's gonna play.
That's the issue.
Now
I don't know who told him to run that ball. It was just terrible.
Andy Reid. Blame it on Andy Reid for calling that play.
Well, Eric Bieniemy is the offensive coordinator, not Andy Reid.
They both have something to do with that, man. It's not just Bieniemy out there. It's
if Mahomes don't play, I truly don't think they got a chance. I really don't.
There's no way.
It's gonna be a problem.
I'm gonna tell y'all what.
Nerve, right? Not a concussion.
Just a concussion. Mahomes is playing
and turf toe.
The NFL is not going to allow Pat Mahomes not to play in this game.
Oh, yeah, he gonna play.
He gonna play.
Pat Mahomes is playing in this game.
It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game because I believe Josh Allen and the Bills are gonna cook Kansas City defensively. They're gonna cook them.
That's why they'll win this game.
Yeah, that defense is not that great. It really ain't.
That's why the Bills will beat Kansas City in this game.
Well, you know what, Ralph. I
do want to say one thing though. I understand that Tom Brady didn't complete every pass, but if you give Tom Brady 4 passes that should have been caught in that game, you would be saying a totally different tune about Tom Brady. The Godwin pass that he dropped in the end zone, the Mike Evans pass that Lattimore played perfect defense on. Gronk missed one. Gronk actually missed 2.
Yeah,
so come on, man. Brady played a good game yesterday.
I can say at the beginning of the game, Ralph, if
you're right,
the Saints would have scored those touchdowns,
you're right.
It would have been a different game, right?
You're right.
Hey,
you're right.
You got to say the same thing for the Browns. If they didn't come on the 1 yard line, maybe the Chiefs lost that game.
I know that was a crazy. If he wouldn't have stretched, man, they would have scored on that drive. Man.
Hey, look, I got a couple things real quick. This is what y'all gonna love. Ain't it funny how Drew Brees at the beginning of the season was complaining about people taking a knee, and then to end his career, he watched somebody take a knee.
Boy, the irony of it all.
Laughable.
Gotta love it. But
the irony of it all.
But also when y'all talking about Mahomes, man, if they rush him back too early, the Bills are gonna try to kill him.
Yeah, as they should.
Absolutely.
There's no question.
Yeah,
There's no
I
question.
was gonna say, as they said, it ain't their job to protect that boy.
Exactly. That
Anyway,
ain't my quarterback.
ain't my quarterback.
Somebody's taking a shot.
And it's gonna be continuous shots. It's gonna be continuous.
All night.
Yeah.
And
All night.
Facts.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gets ejected just to send a message. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a long night. But anyways, Ralph had alluded to it earlier. You know what I'm saying? We got the AFC, NFC. We'll jump over to the AFC first. You got B's Pat Mahomes Chiefs versus the Josh Allen Bills. B, who you got in this game and why?
Let's go. We all know.
I mean, as I told you before, if Pat Mahomes don't play, I mean, it's the Bills all day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no question.
Mm-hmm.
But if Pat Mahomes play, me, I'm going with money. I'm going with, until you beat them. Until you beat them, I'm going with money. Come on, man, y'all know you know how I do.
Give me a score, B. Give me a score.
Oh man, that game.
Ooh.
They're gonna have to score points because I think Buffalo gonna score. So I think that game is somewhere like maybe 38-35.
Ooh.
Hey, that's crazy.
Because
That's
this is
gonna be a good
this
game.
is the reason why I say that though. Because if Kansas City is going to win that game, they're going to have to score
They have
the
to.
ball because Buffalo is going to score. So in order for them to win, they got to score the ball. Otherwise, they're gonna get blown out the building. It's just this.
And when you said Bills with the upset, I think Mahomes will still feel the effects of the concussion.
Me
Drew
too.
Downs, man, who you got in this game and why? And then give me a score.
Man, of course, we need to find out about Mahomes. I'm gonna go out on a limb because I've just had a feeling all year the Chiefs wouldn't make it back for one reason or another.
My guy.
I'm gonna say
Talk about
Bills
it.
28. Chiefs. I'm sorry. Hold on. Bills 35. Chiefs 28.
35-28 Bills. Okay. All right.
Whoa, hold on, Q. Hold on. So why do you think that the Chiefs will make it back? Who's gonna beat them?
It's that itchy feeling.
I don't know what it is.
I told y'all. I went
you.
with the simple fact of, I think I mentioned this last week, that the last 7 games of the season, they've won all of their games by 2 or 3 points. So it's not like they've blowing teams.
Struggling.
They can be had. It just takes the right team, like a quarterback like Josh Allen, to at least stay in contention with them in the fourth quarter to possibly, game-winning drive or whatever the case may be. That's all it takes. But Hot Dog, man, who you got? Why? And give me a score.
I'm with my Louisville brother on this one. Not that crappy got on, but my Louisville brother, Andrew. I'm going with the Bills to win this game 38-31. I like what Josh Allen, this team doing now. Him and Stephon Diggs are on a whole other level. No matter if Pat Mahomes comes in or not, man, he's going to be feeling the effects of that injury. Man, he couldn't even stand up on his own.
Man, that was ugly.
So,
it was ugly.
It looked awful. So, man, no matter what it is, it's that chemistry, that connection's not going to be there. So, Legend, you're just going to have to find another quarterback to bandwagon on.
I've never,
I'm going with the Bills.
He got to rep his son, Hot Dog. He can't.
I got to, man. Listen, ever since he was born into the NFL.
Oh, man, this guy. All right. Who you got?
Come on.
All right. First, I'm going to say I think Legend is correct. 38-35. Except I got the Bills winning.
I like what you did there.
My God.
Look, Legend was ready to go all in with me. But now the reason I'm picking the Bills, even if Mahomes didn't get hurt and he was fully healthy coming into the game, I was picking the Bills. I just think both of them have explosive offenses. But I think the Bills have a better defense than the Chiefs.
Hey, man, one thing before anybody gets started. How did the referee miss that helmet-to-helmet on what should have been a touchdown before he dove the touchdown yesterday?
In the Cleveland game?
Yes. How do you miss that helmet-to-helmet?
Yeah.
That referee should be disqualified rest of the playoffs. That was terrible.
That's a game plan. That's what changed the game. It ended.
That's home cooking, if you ask me. Every week I'm on Facebook talking about home cooking in Green Bay. They're home cooking in Kansas City. What it looked like.
Yeah, they got good ribs down there, man.
Oh man,
but You done? All right.
Man.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm going
Okay.
Buffalo, man.
All
I
right,
think
Ralph.
Diggs too much.
Diggs too much.
Diggs
Dang,
too
dang,
much.
dang.
Too
Hey,
much.
Diggs too
Step to they
much.
D, man.
Allen's too much. I think it looks like Bills Mafia up here right now.
I see.
I'm definitely going with Josh Allen
Oh.
and the Bills. I think for one of the first times in the season, Mahomes has really met somebody who can match him as far as his throwing ability. I think Mahomes is going to be hurt from that concussion. Also, nobody mentioned the turf toe, so that's another thing that Mahomes is going to
I
have to
haven't heard
deal
anything
with.
about a turf toe, but that
He hurt
definitely
his
makes sense.
foot first.
You're right. Yeah, you're right, Ralph.
He
You
hurt
did.
his
Yeah,
foot
makes
first.
a
Yeah.
makes a world of
Y'all don't
difference.
give money no chance, huh?
So with that being said, the Chiefs cannot do it without Mahomes. So for my final score, I'm going 34-27, the Bills, man.
I like
Like
this,
it.
boy. I like this panel today, boy. I like this panel today, man. I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and go with y'all, man. I'm gonna go with the Bills because, like Ralph said, there's a good point. Is that Pat Mahomes has finally met up with a quarterback who can go throw for throw with him and keep his team in contention and puts pressure on the Chiefs defense. And like I think Ike brought up a point. I think it was Ike, a hot dog, that the Chiefs. Not the Chiefs. The Bills have a little bit better defense than the Chiefs do.
They do.
So, man, let me go ahead and get the Bills in this game as well. I'm going to go ahead and go 38-31 as well, man.
Look at these high scores, boy. I think Josh
It's gonna
Allen
be a
throw all
shootout.
over the Chiefs.
That's because
It's gonna be a shootout.
you have suspect defenses, but great offenses. So, I mean, but watch this game be like 17-10.
I know, so I feel it. Too many high
It can be
scores, man.
3-0 as far as I'm concerned, as long as money win. That's all that
No,
matters.
sir. Sorry, money.
It ain't
Sorry, money.
Man, if money win, what are y'all gonna say? All y'all against money.
Ain't no show
Early
next Monday.
vacation. Early vacation. Mahomes,
Ain't no show
early
next Monday.
vacation.
Because I don't want to hear your mouth for an hour long. But anyway,
I ain't gonna say nothing. You gonna hear it during the game.
I know it.
Oh man.
Let's hop on over to the NFC, man, the best conference in the world right now. You have
my own son.
this guy. You have Pete Legend's son, Aaron Rodgers, and the Green Bay Packers
This
versus
is the oldest son
Bay
right here.
fucking nerds. So, B, since this is your son, go ahead, man. Give me who you like, why, give me a score.
I mean,
This
y'all
man's
coming to our house,
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
Lambeau.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now here's the deal.
This guy's from
We
Did you say
Chicago
our-
talking about our house in Lambeau.
Did you say our house?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I'm an Aaron Rodgers guy.
That's why I call him bandwagon legend. All right.
I'm not. Whoa. Let's get something clear. Everybody knows I don't have a team. I root for players.
All right, man. I'm not mad at you,
Everybody knows
Legend. You ain't
Huh?
got to explain yourself. I'm not mad at you. Don't explain yourself.
And they should not let you back in Chicago
talking
talking that way.
Guy.
Hey, hot dog. I agree with you. Fuck 'em. I don't care.
No, sir. I'm saying the city of Chicago should let you back in the city.
Hey, we accept him here in Kentucky, man. He's good, man. He's good over here. man.
Have you listened? All I'm gonna say is what I always say: Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, and you trade up.
You get Mr. Trubisky.
What else do you want me to say? You
Oh
trade
no, you're right. You're right.
to get
Right.
Mitchell Trubisky that you are not going to sign this year.
That's crazy, man.
Come
Big
on,
dog.
this is what they do. This is
that's-
what all Chicago teams do.
Woo.
They are a train wreck.
Woo.
That's why I can't root for them.
You're
That's
right.
all
I
I'm
agree with
saying.
you.
So
agree with you.
So yes, I did say our house because I'm talking about my oldest son, Aaron Rodgers,
Oldest son.
the MVP of the league this year. I'm sure no one would dispute that.
Nah, he's
they
definitely
went from the Lambeau. I mean, hey, Q, you got to deal with Devontae over there, man. You got to deal with Devontae.
they're gonna have to deal with Mr. Adams.
Now,
dealt
but
with
here's
last
the thing, in all seriousness, they went down to Tampa Bay and got their butts handled.
For sure.
Okay, so that gives Aaron Rodgers some type of motivation. I'm not saying that Tampa can't come in there and handle them again, because that's going to give Tampa the arrogance and the confidence that, hey, we did it one time, we could do it again. That could benefit them or that could hurt them. But at the end of the day, I think Aaron Rodgers is at the top of his game. He's playing. Brady, I ain't.
Watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth.
What about what? Somebody listen?
Watch your mouth. Watch you ain't talking about my quarterback.
I'm just saying,
He's just a
man.
rental, man. He's just a rental.
I don't have the confidence in Brady. Brady's got to put up Aaron Rodgers' numbers to make it happen, and I don't think that he can do it. I think it's a shootout in that game. I think Tampa's going to come to play with that defense. They're going to get burned a couple times with that fierce defense that you got. Who's that linebacker? The next Mike Singleton? What y'all call him? Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis. You heard him.
Devin White.
Devin White.
Devin White.
Yeah, Devin,
Brady
we gonna
gonna
see you
see him.
too, Devin.
I mean, Rodgers is gonna see him. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he gonna see him. I mean, they're gonna blitz him. They're gonna put pressure on Rodgers.
Oh yeah,
We at home. I got confidence. Aaron Jones gonna do what he do. Devontae gonna do what he does. I think the score of that game is gonna be somewhat similar. But I think that game is probably gonna be somewhere like 35-24.
35-24. So he got the Bucks 35-24. I ain't looking at that bullshit. But anyway.
Pack, and we going. You know, you got 42-year-old Tom Brady trash, man.
come on, stop it, man.
This is the game where we go. This, as Max Kellerman says, he's going off the cliff.
He's falling off the cliff, man.
He's off the cliff this game. This is where we're gonna retire Tom M.F. Brady. So, y'all better go get Deshaun because it's over.
Man, I thought Max Kellerman was on the show for a second. With all that foolishness I just heard.
We just retired one quarterback, so we'll retire the next one. But anyways, Drew, who you got? Why? Give me a score.
Come on,
I'm
Drew.
going with the Packers.
Yes, sir.
One thing I worry about.
It's because you got the color on. It's just because you got the color
I worry
on.
about with that pick is their offensive line's been a little beat up. I think that Buccaneers defense could affect them if they can get to Rodgers consistently and effectively. But we're gonna sound just like First Take because Aaron Rodgers is a bad man.
Yeah.
I ain't picking the kid.
That's one thing you can't argue against.
That's
You
right.
can't argue.
Yeah, you said it too, Rap.
I'm not gonna say it though.
I can. I can argue against it. I can argue against it too because we went against that bad man.
No,
we didn't win.
What's your score, Andrew?
We didn't win, Q. We
28-25.
28-25
We killed
Bucks.
him.
Okay.
that was a good game.
Who you got? Why? Give me a score.
Common sense here. I have Tampa Bay winning this game 35-30 for the simple fact that no one has brought it up yet. Vita Vey just got re-signed from IR today. So I expect him to be there this Sunday to help clog that lane to slow down the real Aaron on that team, Aaron Jones.
Don't be
The real
disrespectful.
Aaron.
Stop, hot dog. Stop.
Man,
Yeah.
screw Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
I know he's a hater.
Screw Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
Stop it, hot dog.
Hater.
Let's go.
You ain't speaking facts, you speaking hatred.
Shut up. I would like permission to join the Bucks bandwagon for one game only this Sunday.
Oh man,
We
no
got you.
more room.
We can scoot you off. We can scoot somebody over and let you
Yeah,
in.
go ahead.
I'm gonna let you cook last on this.
Hey, Q, he's a Cowboy fan. Y'all can take it.
And you a Bears fan, so nobody wants you.
Yeah, my guy. Who you got? Why? Give me a score.
I think all of y'all brought up some good points. One of the key things in this game is I think Andrew said it was the defensive pressure that Aaron Rodgers is going to have to deal with. I think in the Rams game, he didn't have to deal with much pressure at all. That's why the offense was able to cook. As far as I think running game had 150 plus. Of course, they had 200 plus passing. So I think that's going to be a key. Rodgers will see some pressure in this game. And I think Tom Brady is able to make all the throws that he needs to make. I think the offense will be cooking. I think the Packers won't score as many points as y'all think. So in this game, I'm going to go with Tampa Bay 31, and I'm going to go with the Packers 20.
All right, but before
Packers only get 20?
Only 20.
Before I let Ike go, because
Wow.
I'm gonna take the chains off you, Ike. I'm gonna just let you go. But hold on, before I do that, let me do this real quick, man. This guy here, okay, I don't know what's happening.
Heartbreak in
There
LA.
he is. Daniel just hopped onto the show, so we gonna get
Jared Goff himself. Jared Goff has entered the room.
Goff is into the room. But before I let Daniel go, man, Ike, go ahead. The floor is yours, man.
Oh man, look, first off, I think a lot of y'all had too high of a score because it's gonna be really, really cold and it's supposed to be snowing. So
that's even better. All right, we love the snow.
no, wait a second.
Tom Brady does too.
I said, now listen, I said this to you and Ralph before
There's
the
no
show
week
started.
here.
So I'm gonna ask you this, Legend. When it's really, really cold and it's snowing, what wins football games?
Defense and run game,
The
man.
run game.
Hey, guess what? Tampa got a run game and the number one rush defense. So if Aaron Jones ain't running the ball, if they not running the ball on us,
The real Aaron.
and we running the ball on them,
We
of course
We.
He's a true Buccaneers fan. I don't know
We.
about you, but
He's a true Bucks fan. I'm letting go. I'm gonna let it go.
Hey, I've been rooting for the Bucks since the
Yeah.
early '90s, man.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Ike,
He's been a
get that
fool
to you,
for a while.
but I get that to you, Ike. But that guy over there, that's a bandwagon guy right there. Whether we talking the Lakers, whether we talking the Bucks, whatever. See, I can see you got it all. He ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you live, B. But give me a score, Ike.
24-20, Tampa.
24-20 bucks.
Yeah, it's not gonna be too high. of a
Brady's
score,
gonna have one
man.
more touchdown. We about to say Brady have one more touchdown.
Man, you know what? I am not. Daniel, how you living down there, man? Hey, what's going on with Jared Goff and Sean McVay and the Rams? What's going on, baby?
Just lost their defensive coordinator today.
Hey, wait a second.
Hey, man, we
Remind you
lost,
of
you
Aaron?
know. I mean,
I mean,
the number one, the time Phil was hurt, man. He wasn't 100%.
Is that what it
Hey,
was?
The
Hey,
Terminator. He said that's his name, the Terminator.
He
Yeah.
come with excuses.
Daniel, who this
Come on,
remind
man.
you of? Who this remind you of?
Nah, I don't understand why y'all making such a big deal about the man
I
crying,
hit you with
man.
that real.
Hey, man, Jesus wept, man.
That's not a good
Jesus
look,
wept.
Ralph. That's not a good look.
It's okay, man.
Jesus wept because he was talking about, he was worried about what other people had going on. This is a grown man who cried over
It's
losing
okay,
a game,
man.
bro.
It's
Right.
okay.
You do that, and man, my daughter lost in the championship middle school basketball game, and she didn't cry.
It's
She
okay.
was one of the star players, and she didn't cry.
I bet you would take Aaron Donald over anybody on your defense outside of Devin White.
I would.
Ralph,
Yeah, sure, I would.
What we talking about, Ralph?
I'm just saying he
Man,
cried.
y'all done
It's
ran
okay.
Daniel
It doesn't
off.
take
Y'all
nothing
done
away
ran
from the
Daniel
man.
off, man.
Y'all made Daniel leak. Y'all made Daniel cry.
He said the hell with
That's
that.
Ike's fault. That's Ike.
Y'all done ran
Everybody
him
else-
off, man. I love it.
Daniel's he's in the living room right now, swinging like.
I mean, that bad man put that thing on him. That bad man put that thing on him on Saturday. Boy, put the
Hey,
thing
man,
on
It
him.
really
They just couldn't
did.
get no pressure
Yeah.
on. And y'all got to think they dropped 2 interceptions, man. It wasn't like the Rams played a terrible game, man.
They really did. They
It wasn't no
really
if. They
did.
did. They
So
did.
what? So what?
They didn't play a bad game, man.
What was the score?
Okay,
Legend's
the Packers
right.
won
They
the
lost.
game,
It's
man.
over
But
with.
if you
First
want
things
to break
first.
down the
Well,
game, man, don't just say like they played like trash.
I didn't say that.
You said it earlier.
I said they trash is what I said.
Chicago, why are you talking to B. Legend? Why are you talking to him? His team has been gone. I don't care about the Rodgers infatuation. I'm not going to keep listening to him talk about Aaron Rodgers. He's not a Packers, bro. Why do y'all keep on arguing
Daniel.
with this man?
Daniel, I ain't gonna say who said.
Yo.
Daniel, I ain't gonna say who said, but somebody said when you just hopped off that you was in the living room swinging your arms like Cuba Gooden Jr.
It wasn't me.
Oh man.
Look. B. Legend's team lost and made the play. They was gone. Drew never made the playoff. I'm on Ralph's team.
Ralph's
Is, bro. We ain't gonna talk about Ralph.
Cool, man. I ain't saying nothing
Cowboys,
bad
so,
about
I mean-
the Rams, though, Daniel. Come on,
Hey,
Daniel.
Ralph's team got eliminated in week 4.
Come on, man. Quit being disrespectful, bro.
Ralph got eliminated when Ralph got eliminated
Thank
in
you.
the draft.
Thank you. When we
We-
picked Drew Lock. That's when we messed up.
Hey, Ralph. Hey, you, you
Well,
know,
look, all in
get
all-
Mr. Trubisky.
Stop saying that. Y'all not getting Deshaun Watson, bro. It's
I mean,
over.
y'all definitely not.
Good looking up.
We got a better chance than y'all do. We got a
It
better
ain't
chance.
happening. He ain't going there.
I wasn't
Well,
mad.
at least Elway gave up.
Chicago's gonna get Carson Wentz.
Nobody wants
Chicago's gonna
him.
get Carson Wentz.
Nobody wants him.
Nobody wants Carson Wentz. Not even Andrew wants Carson
got
Wentz.
Hey, can we say something? Thank you, Donovan. Hey, I love that energy, Donovan. Keep that same energy at all times.
Wow.
Thank you,
Nah,
Donovan.
man. You take the D and the E out, and that's what it really is.
Let me just say this. You know, Carson Wentz, he'll be a BTG correspondent next season because he ain't playing in the NFL next year, dog.
Yeah,
He'll be working with us,
yes, he
man.
is.
Lord,
Yes, he is.
Come back.
Yeah, he'll be back in Philadelphia.
Nah,
He'll be back in
Carson
Philadelphia.
back next year. Y'all crazy.
he will be a starting
gonna-
quarterback, though. He will be.
But
He's
Daniel,
gonna
we
be
talking
playing
about
Owner
the
done told the coaches they want Carson Wentz to be the guy.
Daniel, we talking about the NFC Championship game. We giving out prediction between the Tampa Bay Bucks and the New England Patriots, the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, wow.
Man, who you got? Why? And give me a score.
Before you start, Daniel, I want you to talk from a football perspective and not from a hatred
This
perspective.
guy.
Man, I'm tired of bandwagon legend, man. I'm tired of this guy.
I'm gonna give you everything in a nutshell. I'm not even gonna drag this out. But one, the Rams can't operate 100% Aaron Donald, so they played pretty good to me. Jared Goff played good. This was on Sean
Thank you,
McVay.
man.
Every time the run
Terrible
game
play
works,
caller.
he gets away from the run game and starts getting pass happy. The thing that killed me, and I let them know about it, bro, it was 3rd and long on a must-score drive, and he caught a wide receiver screen. That was a
Come on,
dumbass
man.
play. But for one, it was a
Terrible. I
dumbass
hate
play,
a
but
wide
then he
receiver
ran the
screen
wide
play.
receiver
Hate it.
screen. He ran it on, I hate it too, but then he ran it on Jair Alexander's side. It's stupid.
Yeah. Come on, man.
And then, like I said, the drive before, they about 45 yards off.
Donovan's
They make
crazy.
Aaron Rodgers go. They get the ball back. And on a 7-play drive, they only run the ball down. So I'm like, so all in all, we need an offensive coordinator. We haven't been the Rams that we were since LaFleur left. Every year we score. The defense gets better. The offense gets worse. And it ain't all on Jared Goff. His play calling is trash.
Oh, terrible.
Now back to what you was asking me. I said this before we even played. Now, if we had won the Packers game, I would be talking different. But regardless, I said if the Bucks play the Packers, the Bucks are gonna beat them this time. Oh, they already beat them this time. I don't care what B Legend's talking about. They beat them this time. It might be a little closer because Aaron Rodgers is starting to get in his bag. But I'm still gonna say Buccaneers, and I hate to say that because we got 2 Bucks fans on
What's
there.
up, Tasha?
But I'm gonna say the Bucks win. 27-23 Bucks.
27.
The Packers defense is not that good. It's not that
They're
good.
not. They're not.
I like the way you talking today. What's up, Gransbury? Yeah, we got
What
a
up,
full
Tasha?
house today, man. We got
Hey, Tasha.
I as a longtime Bucks fan, he immediately hit me up this morning. Hey, y'all having a show? I need to get on. I was like, man, yeah, I got you, bro.
Hey, T, they ain't here beat me up, T. I ain't got no support or nothing. They don't like Aaron Rodgers.
It'd be that way.
It's
It'd
all
be
emotional.
like
It's
that.
like they against me. Man,
You know what?
About Mr. Trubisky.
You might get
about him.
you might get some help on this one.
That's the quarterback. Let's
Hey,
talk
man,
about him.
Why do you
might-
keep trying to give him to Denver, though, bro?
Hey, you might get some help on this next topic.
That's
What she
ridiculous.
say? I'm not going to bail. But, so B, you said everybody was beating up on you on this topic. Well, man, I got a topic that's about to cause, a lot of controversy on this show real quick. She says, I refuse to bail you out. Good job, man.
Thank you,
Right.
Tasha.
So over the weekend, last week something happened that caused a lot of noise in the NBA. James Harden got traded to the Brooklyn Nets for, everything underneath the sun. So, man, Daniel, now I'll let Daniel cook last week.
No, you gotta let Daniel go. You gotta let him
Yeah, let him
There you
go.
go. Okay.
That's Harden's guy. That's his
Okay.
agent. Let him go.
So
Let him go.
Harden, since Kyrie's your guy because of puke, and James Harden is your dude, man. What are your thoughts on the Nets trade?
I like that Pew comment too. I'm a UK
like
fan.
it.
We don't like
I
Duke.
mean, the Pucate is why I like Duke. You know what I'm saying? Hey, congratulations on your second straight loss, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank you,
man.
sir.
Yeah,
Hey, we appreciate that,
yeah.
man.
Congratulations.
That's nice of you, man. I appreciate that, bro.
Y'all trash, bro. Y'all
Thank you.
sorry.
Thank you. We know. We know.
Twice, Donovan.
We
Twice.
know. We talking about something else. We know.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Don's comedy. But yeah, I honestly feel like it was staged. Kyrie didn't come back and play Saturday, which is cool, but I just feel like it was all a plan. I mean, after Dinwiddie got hurt, everything fell in line within a week's time frame. To me, it just felt staged. Like, hey, you go off and do your thing. We're gonna act like we don't know where you are, and then it comes back later on. The management had been on the Kyrie, he's been gone, and then, like I said, James Harden all of a sudden just said some crazy ass shit in a press conference, and within 2 days after Kyrie disappears, now he's dead. So
Done
turns
deal.
out, Karis LeVert wasn't 100% healthy at the so crazy shit. But I don't think they need contender. But if when Kyrie comes back, it's clearly the Lakers and then the Nets 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna go to New York and be in Starlets with the better looking strippers. So shit, he didn't get away.
Man, hot dog, man. You're a James Harden fan yourself, man. What was your thoughts on the trade?
I mean, I'm happy for him. You know, I want my guy to be happy getting out of Houston. He seems very happy, excited to be in Brooklyn with Kevin Durant. I think him and Kevin Durant want to play together again. It's still the Lakers' championship to lose. It really is. The Lakers won last year, didn't really have a hard time, and they got better in the offseason. And I think right now, I looked at the record earlier. They have the number one record right now after 14 games. I mean, I think the Nets win the East now, but I mean, there is a lot of egos. You need to get Kyrie out of there. I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to do his best Dennis Rodman impersonation.
Absolutely.
Trying to go off to Vegas, go over where he's doing. I get Kyrie out of there. I don't know how long Dinwiddie's out for, if he's out for the season or for a few weeks. But Dinwiddie is a good enough point guard to hold this down and get Harden and get Kevin Durant the ball, man.
He's not gonna touch
Dinwiddie.
it much
I like his
anyway.
game.
So.
But man, I get Kyrie out of there. I let Dinwiddie run the court with Durant and Harden, but yeah, I just don't like Kyrie in his game. I get him out of there. But the Nets win the East, but it's still the Lakers' championship to lose.
Now, I seen as Hot Dog was talking, I seen Andrew roll his eyes a few times. You know what I'm saying? Andrew, man, go ahead, man. Floor is yours. I know you probably got a lot to say on this topic, man. Go ahead.
Ooh, I love the trade. I agree with Daniel. Yeah, the way that unfolded, just kind of outrageous stuff. You know, it seemed like it was staged. I think this immediately puts them in a position to contend with LA. I don't see LA beating them in a 7-game series as of right this moment. And plus, they're not done yet. They're going to make some moves. They got the mid-level roster exception. They can add a couple pieces as well. Talking about George Hill buyout. That could be a backup point guard until Kyrie decides he wants to play ball again, whatever's going on with him. I ain't going to dog Kyrie. I'm going to support him. He's doing bigger things in basketball right now.
Then choose to do that.
He ain't got to answer to none of us on what he's doing.
But just choose to do that. Don't hold people hostage.
KD came out. What was it? It all got lost in the wash. But KD came out, basically said he's been in contact with him since day one. I think it was a day or so before that report said that they were having problems. But he came out and said they were good. He's been in touch. He respects Kyrie as an artist. He's gonna let him rock and do his thing. You know, it's no different than load management in a sense, except for he's actually, you know, doing what he speaks about doing. And he's sacrificing his job. Well, I guess he's not really sacrificing, but you know, he's taking time away. He's putting his money where his mouth is. So I can respect that. From a basketball standpoint, who on the Lakers is going to guard KD, Harden, Kyrie on the floor at the same time? You can talk team defense, but get Davis away from the perimeter or get Davis out on the perimeter, and he's cooked on any one of them three. He can't guard any one of them three on the perimeter. I think they get a backup big man, maybe sign a solid vet, somebody like Corver. We good.
Nah, Tasha.
Thank you.
Tell him to go
By
after
the
my
way,
lady.
man, Kyrie is the same
Hey,
guy.
thank you, Tasha. Thank you.
Kyrie's the
Shit.
same guy said the earth is flat. So obviously there's
Thank
something
you.
wrong
Hey,
up here.
that was hilarious.
But
bro.
Drew, but to go to your point, you talking about them, but you know they do have to guard somebody on the other end too, right?
They're not going to play any
who's guarding
defense
AD?
in Brooklyn now.
I don't like them losing Jarrett Allen. Hopefully, since Cleveland's got like 6 big men on expiring contracts, they can get one away from them.
I think it's going to be Andre Drummond.
DeAndre Jordan can hold, but of course you have to switch up on him on the perimeter because there's not a big in the game.
That definitely is not going to work.
Look, see, this before I let y'all go up top, man. This is the misconception is
They're all getting cooked.
But see, that's the thing though. They're gonna get cooked because James Harden and Kevin Durant are just that great. They're gonna score on anybody. The point is to make it as difficult as possible and to exert as much energy from them. KCP, Wes Matthews are not gonna stop anybody. But the thing is, they have to just make
shooters.
it
They've
difficult
never been known as defensive dudes.
Huh?
Both of those dudes are shooters. When has Wes Matthews or Contavious Caldwell-Pope been known as a defensive?
Well, Wes Matthews is known as a defensive. Wes Matthews is known as a
Wes
3-and-D.
Matthews is, but not KCP.
Not
KCP, but Wes Matthews. So they're gonna make it difficult, but they're not gonna shut nobody down. But the Lakers, they get Anthony Davis, and they ain't got no answer for that. But Ralph, go ahead, man. What's your thoughts on the Nets trade?
Man, I got so many thoughts. I ain't gonna be the one to be disrespectful, so I'll just leave it at this. I'm glad James Harden got what he wanted. That's good. But for me, it's championship or bust. For me, I think the Nets have moved to the top in the East. They have the top 2, top 3 best scorers in the league. But defensively, we shall see what's gonna happen. And we see what James Harden has. And we see what James Harden has done in clutch games. So I'm waiting to see the clutch games. I'm waiting to see the elimination games. I'm waiting to see.
Wow, bro, you are wild.
Yeah,
what is wrong with this guy, man? He a hater.
I didn't want to say it, Donovan. I don't want to be like that. But, like I said, at the end of the day, it's championship or bust. They're favorites to win the East. I think they'll come out of the East. And we'll see in the big games if Harden can come through. I know the KD has proven that he can be that clutch man, but I don't know if Harden can be that guy. So let's hope that as far as health, as far as Kyrie and his mental state, everything can stay in place. But like somebody said, man, the Lakers are still the favorites to me.
It is. All right, man. What's your thoughts on the Nets trade?
First, I'll say here, the way Harden got himself out of there, was a sucker move, man.
It was, bro.
He pretty much just quit on this team, talking bad about him on the podium, like that was just a sucker move to me. Now, I do think him and KD will do well together if they get rid of Kyrie. Because Kyrie, man, I don't know if y'all seen my post the other day when the trade first happened, but I said, I hope the Nets lose every game because I think Harden pulled a stuff. I think Harden pulled a sucker move, and Kyrie's just a weirdo.
Yeah, bro.
I know.
This man said the Earth is flat. That's all you got to know about Kyrie.
Look, Drew was talking about the things that he's doing off the court and all that. Yeah, like he's spending some money, but you can do that on off days or after practice.
And that doesn't take away from all the
season.
other foolishness that you do. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
I understand he did something good, but look, all the other foolishness got to stop, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, that dude's a weirdo, man. Straight weirdo. And plus, it's just not enough balls, man. Like you seen when KD just had 42 and Harden had 30 something.
That was
points.
cute.
I got a question.
KD shot 20. KD shot 20 something times, and with Harden shot about 16 times, something like that. Kyrie could come in and you see before Harden got there when Kyrie was playing.
That's fair, Tasha.
Kyrie was taking more shots than KD. So they're not gonna win with Kyrie taking the most shots.
Nah.
It's not gonna happen.
I love his energy today, man. Yes, sir.
And as much as I hate to say this, because y'all know I'm not a LeBron hater. I just don't like the Lakers. But the Lakers are way more of a complete team. Way more of a complete team.
There it is. Wham, bam, Andrew and Daniel. But anyway, what was your thoughts on the Nets trade?
I mean, I'm a Lakers fan, so it don't matter.
Hello.
Hold on, B. Before I let you go, you a Lakers fan. What was this shit at last year when you picking the Clippers to win it all? What was that shit at last year?
Look at LeBron up there in the corner.
Hey, look. Since we've been on this show, how many I picked my teams to lose games, whether it be football or basketball? Several. So it don't matter, man.
Look, man, me and B was trying to tell
Plus,
you.
you're not a Lakers fan.
Thank you.
I've been a Lakers fan since '88, but me and B was trying to tell you.
Hey, look, as Westbrook would say, hey, no more statements for you, bro.
All right, B, talk some sense to him since we the only real Lakers fans up here, man. Talk some sense to him, man. What your thoughts on the Nets trade?
First of all, Daniel, your boy's playing pretty decent in the basement. He's playing decent.
To Paul George?
Yeah, he's playing decent.
He's regular season Paul. That's what he does.
Exactly. I just want to keep. I'm gonna keep reminding you how good he's playing.
Yeah.
So when the playoffs come,
disappeared like Casper.
All right. Yeah, so look, here's the deal, man.
And even if he blows, y'all gonna he don't show up.
Come on, bro. Don't do that, man. We watch the same thing. We was both going for the Clippers. Let's not
what y'all do.
Paul George bandwagon. Please, let's not do it.
Bro, when Harden averages like 33, 9, and 6, y'all be like, he didn't show up, bro. He averaged 33, 9, and 6 in the playoffs. He just didn't win, bro. I win all the time.
Right.
In the key games, though.
That's the thing, Ralph. It's the key. You can average 35, 12, and 15 in the playoffs, but what are you doing in Game 6 and Game 7 when it matters the most? Where you at then? Where
He's not showing up,
30-something, 6. Guess what? You showed up. You showed.
Yeah, but when it's the 2017 and you playing against the Spurs,
not showing up for Paul George. Paul George didn't show up.
No, we talking about Harden right now. We talking about
Harden.
Yeah,
it's the difference. But look, Paul George, there's no comparison. Harden never goes to Game 7 and has 9 points or whatever. Kawhi 8, 7.
He don't go.
Paul George and Kawhi didn't show up. But
he don't go into Game
7 with 16 points or 12.
Hold on,
give him the numbers, Q.
Hold on. I got the numbers for you, Daniel. That ain't accurate, my guy. Harden might not do that in Game 7 because he don't get to Game 7s. But in Game 6 against the Spurs in 2017, he was 2 for 11, shot 29% from 3, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, 10 points. So let's stop acting like Harden don't have these games too.
Man.
But
how
anyway,
many times has he done that? How many times has he done that? Because I need you to pull all the numbers up. Don't pull up one number, pull them all up.
But the thing is, when he was cooking, did he get to the NBA Finals? When he was cooking, I'll wait. Don't worry, take your time.
But he showed up. That's the point. He showed up. He showed up.
So he showed up in losses too.
That's the point.
So he showed up in losses.
He showed up offensively.
Hey.
Oh, he showed up offensively. Okay.
Hey, you remember when
I didn't know that
LeBron James.
My bad, fam. I got the defensive side too, man.
Did he not lose to a better team?
LeBron played the Wolves.
Oh no, I'm not gonna let y'all use that better team because y'all say that when LeBron loses, it's never he lost to a better team. It's he just lost. So don't hit me that.
Don't y'all start making me defend LeBron. Y'all don't know what I don't like when it happens. Don't make me defend
man. No, we ain't gotta talk about
LeBran lost.
No reason.
When LeBron lost to the Warriors,
y'all
praised his numbers in a losing effort, but he lost. So it's either do you show up or is it about winning? If you get those type of numbers, you showed up, you just lost.
Okay.
Not showing up is what Paul George and Kawhi did.
Okay. So let me ask you this. When LeBron had those numbers, was it in the Western Conference Finals or the NBA Finals? I'm confused.
Then LeBron James.
I don't know because the loss is a loss.
In the NBA Finals game.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
I forget.
Oh, Lord.
All I know is When you go to Club Shay Shay, all he serves is. I don't keep up with empty calories.
He said W's and L's, man.
Oh man,
You right. Dubs and L's.
Dubs and L's. And last season we showed up, that dub in the NBA Finals. But anyway, B, back to you. The next trade.
So this trade, first of all, I'm petty.
Yes, you are.
I'm petty. So, and I was talking to T about this. I'm really petty about this trade. Because I just feel like everybody, or not everybody, but a couple people have said here earlier, it just seemed like it was staged, right? Now let's think about this for a second. These guys are making 30, 40, $50 million a year, right? So I meant to send this to you, Q, because I want you to pull this up, but I forgot to. So I'm gonna try to show this right here, as best as I can, just to make my point. So even though but the NBA really didn't have a training camp, right? But they had a little training camp with games and stuff like this. Now, we've watched James Harden for a lot of years. Now, I need somebody to explain to me why this man looks like this.
He gained a little weight. He's been playing.
Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on now. Wait a minute.
He gained a little weight.
Come on, man. Come on. All right, you see this? All right. I mean, you see the way James Harden looked? I mean, that dude didn't even come to play. He didn't even come to play. Like y'all said, I'm not gonna labor on that. I just feel like this thing was set up from the beginning. Now, I'm not gonna hate on it because we can say the same thing about AD and the Lakers. So I'm not gonna hate on it. I just don't like the way it went down. I mean, shit. I mean, he could just said the hell with it and just request a trade, set out, and got it over with. But it didn't work that way. But I just didn't like the way it went down. I just think, like you guys said earlier, I think it was staged. I think number two, what would be in the best interest for Brooklyn would be to trade Kyrie Irving.
Absolutely.
To get some of them picks back that they gave up, because they could do that. Not only that, get them a big man, because here's the problem that they got. I don't care what the situation. Listen, James Harden can get his points.
Yep.
KD's always gonna get his points, because what you gonna do with a dude that's 7 foot that can shoot the jump shot as pure as he can? Nobody can defend him. Only thing you can do is try to get up in his body. And then you do that. So if he's cooking, he's gonna cook it. He's gonna cook everybody on the floor. That's a fact. I mean, so let's not even dispute that. That's real. Okay? Now,
oh my God, bro!
What happened?
He said Olive Harden.
Now, the flip side, what I think is really, really, really important is, and it makes a difference, because they have absolutely, positively nobody that can deal with LeBron and they can deal with AD. That is a problem, because they could cook all they want, but what happens when they're in foul trouble?
Yep.
Then they're not on the floor to cook. Because I can guarantee you they're going to try to put them in pick and rolls and get them in foul trouble. And once you get one of them off the floor, that's it.
That's it.
I think Kyrie comes back. I think he's going to be disruptive to the team.
Absolutely.
I think he's going to be disruptive to the team. I mean, these guys are making all this freaking money, and you trying to tell me that you're going to walk into the front office or to the coach's office or pick up the phone or whatever you're going to do and say, I just don't feel like playing.
Entitlement.
Yeah, right.
I mean, where the hell do they do that at?
Absolutely. That's why I
You
say.
know what? Before I let you go, man, that's a great point that you brought up, and Gransbury had said it earlier.
Yeah.
But speaking of Gransbury, boom, she decided she wanted to pop in on the show. Everybody.
So, first of all, happy MLK Day. That's the only reason that's the only reason I can make it. I don't work on MLK Day because y'all be on doing when the girl got to work. And I can't get on no more because y'all be live. I can't have my job seeing me all up in the mix. But I'm going to back y'all up because I had to run into the other room to get on the Harden. Because y'all know, first, I'm a Rockets fan. I'm a LeBron lover, but I'm a Rockets fan. So I understand, Melo, where you always trying to come from. It's fine that he went to Brooklyn, but I watch those games when he just can't keep it together. I still remember the Spurs game, and I'm like, dude, for real? You just gonna choke on us like that? Like in the playoffs? So I don't really care about January. I don't care if it's January on the Rockets or January in Brooklyn. It's January. I need to know what he does in May and June. Well, I feel like I'm gonna be let down. He always got points. I don't think he in the same category as PG, right? But I just want to remind you, because last year you was conveniently shutting down how you didn't want to hear nothing about LeBron being hurt or his stats from the year before with the Lakers. You made it very clear. We talking about right now. Look, Harden don't even have a right now for us to stand on and be like he that dude. Now, I give all the props to KD. I don't care whether he was in Golden State or in Oklahoma. He has enough baggage to say I'm confident in him in the playoffs no matter what team he on. I'm not confident in that in Harden. You telling me, your boy, you've been watching, that I definitely been watching in Houston, that he gonna be that guy in the fourth quarter to take the shot Kyrie was talking about? Because I don't believe it. Kyrie and KD already failed to take the shot. You forgot?
Okay.
Huh? Say it again, Melo.
KD didn't choke in OKC.
KD, listen, KD had a bad series in KC and then he left.
Ralph,
but that's it. No. No. They talked about it forever, remember? Because that's what they said all the LeBron lovers used against KD. So they made.
Ralph.
Oh, well, but Ralph also owned that he picked against the Lakers out of hate. You the one keep trying to talk about the Clippers was so much more, posting about all this chemistry they had, and man, wait till they just get more time together. No. You still said that team was such a team that all this chemistry was gonna happen. Well, what happened in the bubble? They ain't had nothing to do but be with each other. Hey, you're not a Clippers fan. So wait, but we're talking about. Hold on. You have a distinct inability to stay with my topic because you changing.
Yeah,
Mello.
You are.
What is me being a fan?
I'm not gonna argue with you about. If you talk about LeBron specifically, you a fan, so we can talk about.
No. I don't really want. No. You're right. I don't want to talk about LeBron. The only reason I use that comparison is because you didn't want to hear anything about his past stats on the Lakers at all. He had only been on there 1 year. You didn't want to hear about that as a defense of supporting him for the current season. But then you can't then select parts of Harden's role in Houston as a reason he gonna be the guy in Brooklyn, because he hasn't proven to be the guy in the fourth quarter to win a big series. What?
I ain't say he was going to be the.
No. I'm just making sure.
Be the guy in Brooklyn.
I'm making sure it's clear that he not. And so I said, I know you like the guy. I'm going on the record. I said you like the guy, and I'm telling you as a Rockets fan, I don't believe it.
Not, because you don't determine how he plays, though.
Huh?
Yeah.
What about how he plays? Say the last part. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, long as it's fine, because I don't want to have.
With some weak roster.
Yeah. Okay. Because we don't never have to talk.
He made y'all relevant.
Nobody ever said he didn't. Hold on. Like I said before the other day, nobody ever said he didn't.
His teams weren't good enough to win.
But I'm gonna tell you about karma though. Karma's a B.
Hello.
And karma gonna show up, because when you play games with professional employment to get what you want like that, I lose respect for you altogether. So I don't want to hear nothing else about LeBron going to Miami. He could have went to the dog pound, whatever. He took a profitable trade to suit himself up front with people. Maybe y'all didn't like the Boys and Girls Club getting the money, but to sit up there and sell out folks in press conferences just so you can switch teams, I'm not with it. And Kyrie ain't the only one cutting checks, buying houses, getting people out of prison. Everybody getting people out of prison. It's a lot of people doing the hard work in the leagues who dribble balls. So we ain't against no off the court enhancements for the public. But when we all go to work, because all of us on this show have a job, whether you run a business or what, you take a leave of absence if you ain't got your stuff together. It's okay.
Absolutely.
You can take a leave of absence. That's what Derrick Rose did. He took a leave of absence. He let the team know what was up. Y'all remember? He came back married and everything, but guess what? He didn't interfere with the team while he tried to figure himself out.
Thank you.
So that's disrespectful to the fans. That's disrespectful to the league to play those kind of games. And if it even comes out that they were all in on it, I lose all respect for all three of them. Because even with KD saying he been in contact, he ain't say that when they was asking.
Yeah.
He ain't say that then.
And what difference does that make? Kyrie's still not there. Who cares if he's been in contact with Kyrie, man?
He ain't told his boss. He ain't told his boss, I need the month off. I mean, because I'm not going to talk about you if you say that. That was my point. My point is, if you at practice shooting your shot, Melo, his butt need to be there too.
Come on, man.
Because what we do know is that winners show up, even when they don't want to. But you and I need to inbox because we got to talk about golf. I don't know if he gonna have his job in the fall, but I'm gonna say that for later because we gonna talk. You and I need to talk.
Man, let the church say amen.
You and I need to talk. That needs to be a sideline conversation.
He's gonna be in Houston.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Hey,
guess what?
He played good though. So
he played decent, man.
He played decent. Guess what?
He definitely gonna be in Houston.
Guess what? We both was wrong about the AFC South, but toward the end, I told you what I knew. Yeah. I would never trust Rivers to win my division ever. That was my issue, and of course, I homered.
They had the same record. Though.
Only one winner, baby. Only one winner.
It was just technicality.
Only one winner.
Yeah, man.
Technicalities, one winner. How was you? Guess what? I remember watching you on this show myself. You put your name underneath, and you put LA Rams when y'all was in the lead when y'all beat the Seahawks. Remember? And y'all took the lead in the division. So don't tell me about y'all had a tie and y'all broke the tiebreaker. So don't tell me about ties. It's only one winner. One.
Daniel's gonna go cry.
Did you change your jersey?
Nah, I still got 12 on.
So, and I just wanted to say, y'all did have a good season, and you was right. You said that your coach would get you more wins. But the reality was, I told you your QB was average, and he still is average.
Oh man,
he finally came to terms with it.
And I see where your QB got you though.
Oh, my QB had the best stats in the league. No. My team got me where it was nowhere. But my QB had the best stats in the league for the season.
He did.
So you're going to have to try again.
But like we said on the show.
And I bet you would have his jersey. I bet you would have his jersey before they press it if he ended up in L.A. Yes, you would.
Oh my God!
Where he going?
Hey, Andrew said, "Where's he going?" Tasha?
My favorite players on the team. My favorite players are usually defensive players or running backs on my team.
Yeah, I know it ain't never been golf.
All my jerseys.
I know, baby. I know it ain't never been golf ever. Cause you know dang on well. You right. You better keep an Aaron Donald jersey. That's what you better have. You sure right. You could even, I would too.
We don't win no full games. I'm cool. Man.
Yeah,
We ain't going back to 4-1 seasons.
Oh my God!
Even if golf stays, we're not gonna win 4.
Thank you for coming on, Tasha. We appreciate
I love y'all. I mean, I do. Y'all just on the wrong day at the wrong time. Y'all just on the wrong day at the wrong time. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Huh? It's usually you and Tasha, but I took the spotlight today. She usually having to get on.
Where's
you, but, you know, I took today,
but Melo, but yours is in love because I stuck to the facts. I said specifically that my quarterback was better. So you and I were aligned. When I went to talking QBs, you just jumped in because you didn't want to hear me. But I said that the Seahawks would win the division just because I wouldn't put Goff over Wilson. That was it. It wasn't that I tried to make your team trash, but you play Homer too. So you did the right thing. You backed your team, which you should.
Yeah, he gets you wins.
Yeah, he gets you wins.
It don't matter because Jared Goff.
But you said he was gonna be you said he was a better quarterback, and that ain't true. That ain't gonna never be true. Goff gonna be out the league before he ever get above Watson.
Did you say that?
Typically
Yes,
said
he did.
you can have
Yes.
You said Goff was better than Watson?
In the comments, go back. Go back. He didn't say it on the show.
Okay.
He didn't say it on the show. He just got upset and started talking about my QB, but we were talking about the AFC West. I mean the NFC West.
Oh, yeah.
If we talk about the NFC West, I think I get the right to talk about all the QBs in it. He told me we met, and you told me, and make sure we put this back on the record. You told me we made the mistake of paying Watson over Hop. That's on the record that you told me. That's a mistake.
You got to see it. You got to see that.
That's not, dude. How he got the best stats? How he got the best stats in the league, and it's got to do with Hop not being here.
He don't have the best stats in the league.
Yes, he do.
He was up there. He was number one in a few slots.
He was number one in a few slots, and I bet I can't find.
Hey, it don't matter which one they pay. Next year, neither one of them is there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they both.
What did he say?
Donovan is crazy.
How did that work out for y'all?
He said, "How did it work out for y'all?"
Oh, I'm actually pretty good because it proved that Deshaun don't need Hop to only throw the ball to.
Where Deshaun going?
No. But that ain't got nothing to do with his play. That got to do with ownership. That's two different issues. And if he about to lead, that's because baby he wanted. No. It's because he's wanted, including at your team. If your team could get the right package, he'd be there too.
He did not. The debate was Goff gets me wins. Y'all pay Watson over Hopkins. He's not going to get y'all wins.
But Hopkins don't get you wins. That's my point. No. Hop didn't get us wins because no. But where was he at the end? At home. So it don't matter. He was. You right. Same spot. He got no further than my team. So if you could get 4 wins or 10 wins, if you at home week 18. It don't matter.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
The only thing that matters is what. No, the only thing that matters is what you said, which I gave deference to. I said your guy did more wins for you, and he got you to week 18. Clearly, it don't matter if my guy is throwing to 4 dudes and win 4 games, and Hop is the only one being thrown to and only get 8-9 wins and still at home. Nobody won. Neither one of them won. Only their pocketbooks won.
Donovan is comedy, bro.
But I promise you this: it's 31. It's 31 other teams. It's 31 other teams, and I bet you 30 of them would try to put a package together to get Watson.
Absolutely.
I bet you that, and I bet you not even half would do that for Goff.
No.
They would pay more. They would do better for Aaron Donald before Goff.
So, Gransberry, how you doing? So Q, congrats. My bad, Q, congrats. I'm glad you're not picking your own team. Worked out for you. It worked out.
It did work. It had nothing to do with it, Tasha.
I'm just giving respect to the host. I mean, I've been gone so long. I don't know when I'm gonna make it back. So
before we let you go, Gransberry, give me your AFC and NFC picks real quick. Who you got in AFC?
I'm still gonna pick the Chiefs. It don't matter to me. Honestly, it don't matter to me. Even if Mahomes don't start, it just won't be as an exciting game. But it's Andy Reid. It's Andy Reid. I mean, I don't think Henny gonna be foolish and throw touchbacks again. With his interceptions, because he just straight up threw a touchback. but at the same time. I mean, honestly, Andy Reid been a winner since he been in KC. He just couldn't get to the Super Bowl with a little more edge. But he wasn't a loser with Alex Smith as his starter either. I just don't think that Andy Reid picks bad at QB and play calling. The whole world sat on TV confused, like they not fit to really run that play because they ran it. He said, "Yeah, Henny gonna get it too." He said, and Henny wasn't playing bad. And he didn't play bad week 17. So And besides, I went to Willow Ridge High School, which is, home of Thurman Thomas. So shout out to him. But they lose in Super Bowls anyway. So I'm not really just gonna be like, and the last time the Texans played them, we came back and beat them when the whole world was done with the playoff game. So nothing they got on track says to me that Kansas City can't get there. Because I don't know if Mahomes gonna be ready.
Who you got in the NFC?
Oh, I don't have y'all. I know y'all. I heard all y'all say about Brady. They going to Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers get comfortable at home. I do believe that the Bucks play a better defensive game than Brady. Than Green Bay. But I understand, Tom Brady over here is this GOAT, but he a GOAT with a bunch of weapons. And Rodgers has a top weapon, but it's Rodgers. It's Rodgers. He could.
Man.
It's Rodgers.
It's Rodgers.
I don't even have nothing else to say because it's a done deal in Green Bay. I don't see them losing the NFC Championship game. This is what he's been trying to get back to: at home, in the playoffs, controlling the field.
Shout out to Mike McCarthy.
Hey.
You got something to say to that? You look like you got something to say.
But I do think it's going to be a good game, right?
It's gonna be.
It definitely not going to look like what we saw yesterday. I'm starting to get disappointed in these games, But at the same time, with all the weapons that Brady have, I just think that Rodgers, they have a more complete, consistent team. We keep changing up week to week about what was the good fit for that week with Tampa Bay. What does Tampa Bay do well consistently? I'm gonna ask you, Q, because it's that's not really what won the game for them yesterday. Defense won the game for them yesterday, putting the ball in the right position, and that's my point. So what does Green Bay do consistently bad?
Everything.
Well, of course you're going to say that because you play them next week.
Everything.
But it ain't true.
The only thing I would say bad would be defensive.
The linebackers, maybe.
Yeah, they're not the
linebackers.
I would say the linebackers. I would say the linebackers.
They can't stop the run.
So you think you're going to run it up with Fournette? Is that what you're hoping on?
Ronald Jones?
Fournette and
Jones?
Just like we did in the first time we seen him.
Jones.
Now, the first time, Aaron kept giving y'all the ball, too.
And Ronald Jones had like 130 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a close game, but I'm still going to go with Green Bay at home. It's just something about being at home in January that makes a huge difference. It's only happened a few times that the road team done got that win in the AFC and the NFC championship games on the road.
It's going to happen again this Sunday.
If they play Saturday, I like the Bucks.
It's happening.
They already put the time out. They already put out when it is. It's at 3:00.
3 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock on Sunday.
Why you say Saturday, Mello? Is the weather different? No, for real.
If Green Bay plays like they played Saturday, I like the Bucks.
That's why I say. That's why I say like. I don't know.
Wait, Ralph.
They didn't play.
What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather?
It's supposed to be cold and snowing.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
Cold and snowy?
Yeah.
Oh.
We too far out to know if it's gonna snow.
I know, but I'm saying
easy
as
for
of
a
right now,
quarterback.
it's
Yeah,
cold
but
and snowing.
though.
So cold and snowing means you got to be able to run the ball and you got to have a good defense.
No. That's what it means for the other team, not for Aaron. Aaron throw in the snow, baby.
Yeah,
He
throw
throw
it.
in the snow. He ain't.
That's
Maybe
correct.
Sunshine State, the Orange State, might not throw in the snow because y'all have artificial snow, but they throw in the snow in Green Bay.
Well,
Hold on.
I'll ask this. No, I'm going to ask
Okay.
this. I'm going to ask this. Because we seen him earlier this year when it wasn't
Correct.
snow.
Correct.
Where was he throwing all these great
I just-
passes and stuff?
I just said that, baby. I just said that. I said specifically, Aaron gave it to you then, but he not
Nah,
again.
he didn't give it to us.
We took
We
it.
was taking it.
He threw the ball. Well, if he threw the ball to you and gave it to you, I already own that. So that don't have to be revisited because I'm not a revisionist. I own stuff. We don't have to go back. I clearly said he gave it to you. So whether he threw it to you, dropped it, you sacked, he fumbled it, I said he did it. I didn't say Green Bay. I said him. And then again, I'm saying him in the snow at home ain't the same dude in the Orange State.
Oh man.
So you better get your vitamin C up.
It's gonna be. This is what I looked at the temperature. So for both games, they got Green Bay. The
She's
low is
hot.
gonna be 28 with 1 to 3 inches of snow, and then KC is 29 degrees with rain changing the snow.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't for COVID, I would be there. That's a game I would go see. Cause you ain't gonna get
the Bucks and the Packers.
Yeah, cause you gotta think about it. You would never get that because Brady had to go to the NFC to get that matchup in the playoffs. You could only get that in a Super Bowl. So to get that in a playoff NFC game, that's what you spend money for. That's what you sit out in the cold.
That's what I like most about
and shake for.
Hey,
So
Brady goes for number 7. Let's go.
Let's get it, Ralph.
Hey,
Let's get it, Ralph.
home game in Tampa.
Let's get it.
Hey, it was set up from the start. It was set up from the start.
Home game in Tampa.
Home game for the Super Bowl. Let's get it.
Oh wait, but that I say it on this. If y'all win, that is funny
what about
because it would be
Antonio
him and Mahomes. It would be him and Mahomes.
Nah, it's him and Allen, him and Josh. He gonna
You think-
take a trip down from Buffalo.
Josh,
Leave it
my
alone.
guy.
Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. They lost.
Josh Allen, man. Bills Mafia, let's go. Okay. Hey, we don't have nothing to go off of.
Shout out to Bills Mafia for donating to Lamar Jackson's nonprofit. That was huge.
But
They
it was dope about
donated
Lamar
they
Jackson.
donated $75,000. You got to give a shout out for that on any kind of day. That's a great amount of money to do things with for no reason at all but just being good people.
But
so
They
I'm with
showed that
that.
Lamar Jackson stopped and signed autographs after he took that loss, so it was big on him.
Hey, this is off subject, but you got this BJ Boston look going.
Man, don't worry about my look right now.
It's
Don't worry about my
kind of
look.
light skin look because he got a
Don't worry
Patrick
about my light
Mahomes
skin
look.
look.
Hey, put that on the shirt, all right?
Put it on the
Light skin look.
Hey, nah.
Chico DeBarge.
Photoshop coming soon.
Get him, Mike.
Oh man, but hey, man, I appreciate everybody who tuned in and kicked it with us. Before we go, Greensbury, let everybody know where they can watch your NFL picks, where they can catch you at.
Oh, I'll be back on Thursday live with the Gransbury Pick'ems. It's playoff edition, so you know we've been having a good time. Y'all should catch us in the comments. It'd be fun. I mean, we're a little later. I think for y'all it'll be 8:00. So we do it at 7:30. So for y'all it's 8:30. But we're only about 30 minutes with the playoffs. So, but I'm the Gransbury everywhere. I mean, it's only one of me, so you know.
Hello.
So.
Them two.
Who'd you pick in the Saints Tampa game?
Yes, them two.
Oh yeah, I did pick the Saints. Yeah,
You
I
picked
own
the
that.
Saints. Please pick against us again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. But you have to remember too. I mean, for the sake of the way I pick, I'm not really the one you could count on to help you. Because last time I picked with your boy,
Man,
and
I thought you said we don't do revisionists. I thought
I'm helping him.
Okay.
I'm helping him because he don't know me. I'm helping him to know that when I picked against you last time and then switched, it didn't benefit properly. But I mean, I'm good with riding with Rodgers. I mean, if I lose with Rodgers, I lost with a winner. So I mean,
It's true.
tomato.
I'm gonna make a bank if they get Rodgers and Mahomes in there. My employer gonna tend to make a lot of money.
Really?
That's what's going to
State
happen.
Farm.
Nobody on Tom Brady.
That's the State Farm ball.
Well, that's what you about to get, B. You about to get Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes, the old guard versus the new guard. That's what you
No,
about
no,
to
no,
get.
no, 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 no,
Nah,
no,
it's Josh Allen.
Q.
Don't change up on his Q.
That's not what you
I'm
said.
talking about for him, not for me, for him.
Okay.
It don't matter.
Somebody say don't change up.
No, I'm going with the Bills. I'm going with the Bills.
It's Bills
I am
Mafia.
too.
I'm going with the Bills.
It's
It's only you and me. We the only ones that got Green Bay and Kansas City.
Hello.
Dude, you still OB birthday lunch, so it ain't no me and you. It's me.
It ain't no me.
Well, I'm about to save you, B. I'm about to save you, B. So
I checked my Cash App, my Zelle, and my PayPal. Nothing.
Hello. Nothing.
B, you might want to get on that after the show. But we can get on up out of here. We appreciate everybody who tuned in today. Make sure you like and share this show. Check out Gransbury on her NFL Pick'ems this Thursday at 7:30. You said?
Yeah, and I miss you, hot dog.
7:30. Hot dog. He had to run, but he'll be back. We get ready to get on up out of here. I want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat somebody.
We want some of the Brooklyn Nets play, man.
Go Nets.